sunshine is on its way back. And speaking of sunshine, Miss Carolyn Benjamin returns to the show.
Of course. That's so sweet.
Of course. You can't have a segment, Motivational Monday, and you're the star, so you got to bring sunshine.
Thank you.
Of course. So here we are on a Monday, second of the month here in March. Just want to check in with you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm making it. You know, it's my body reminded me this morning I have a little arthritis, and I had a moment, and I thought, you're walking, the sun is going to come up, so everything else is going to work itself out.
Yep, and the sun probably came up on your ride over here in the
It hadn't come up yet. I don't know what happened. No, it hadn't come up.
We had the whole
hour
change yesterday, which threw me off. I thought it was happening this morning, and that could have been rough.
Did you really?
Yeah, that would have been real rough.
Yeah, but things are as they should be.
Gotcha. And we've been kind of, obviously, every month we get to check in with you on the medical front. And it's kind of been an up and down journey.
It's been an up and down,
and you were telling me before we got to this point of the show that, different tests come back.
Exactly.
And for you, you're lucky enough to have the support system around you.
Exactly. But so many people don't.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that we were talking about, is the suicide rate going up, and it's not just among us average people, but if you look at mainstream news, there's so many individuals who have committed suicide in the last couple of months, and so the question becomes, why? People of course say why. What's the big why? What happened? Why didn't they feel like they could talk to anybody? But I think sometimes people feel like, I don't want to be a burden to that person. I don't want to, you may not have the answers that I need. I know I'm one of those people, every time I go to the doctor, I'm literally going, okay, what are we going to find next?
Yeah.
But my attitude has changed to, okay, what are we going to find next? Because I have a husband who's like, you know what, we're going to get it, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to keep moving. And so one of the things I want people to know who are going through something, whether it's medical, financial, there is hope on the other end of this. There can be joy on the other end of this. It doesn't feel like it right now. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good, but it really will work out for your good.
And I think sometimes just someone who may not know that they are in this person's support circle, maybe just asking the awkward question, just to maybe start the conversation.
Yeah. Are you okay? And I tell people all the time, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to say, I'm not doing well this morning. People look at me and they go, you're a motivational speaker, you're a life coach, people always come to you, but there are times when I don't have it in myself to give to somebody else. So there are times when I have to say to my husband, this is not a good morning. And I want people to be able to know that they can say that to people. Even if you have to go to a hospital, even if you have to go to a doctor. And I tell people, a whole lot of Jesus and a whole lot of therapy is not a bad thing.
Nope. And then you need that support system as well. And then you obviously have a nonprofit that does a lot in the western portion of the Wiregrass. But just how can people come to you if they need some sort of just advice, conversation?
One of the things is that we're now on our Facebook page, you can actually make an appointment. But it doesn't have to be you coming into the office. We can actually schedule a time and we can talk on the phone. Because sometimes you need to know, I'm not the only person going through that right now. I'm not the only person in the midst of what looks like a big mess. At the end of it, what I want people to know, for me, is that God is going to come through. I'm going to do my part. He's going to do his part. I celebrated yesterday because it was the first time since July that I actually was able to walk in my kitchen and make myself a sandwich.
That's beautiful.
So it was a good day.
It is a good day. And real quick, we're just about out of time, but just let the people know, where on Facebook can they reach out to you?
It's Women Who Care, Inc., because there is another Women Who Care here, but it's Women Who Care, Inc., and the number is 334-390-0649.